Oakley and Dokley, amigos. Here we are. Either one big giant video or two medium-sized ones, we'll say, is what we're looking at here. I hope you guys are not bored and you continue to plow through my little series here. The topic today, in case you don't know how to read thumbnail titles, we are looking at 666 and how everything is covered in it. It's totally covered in 666. We can walk outside and see it all over the place. Turn on the TV, all over the place. On everyone's clothes, all over the place. Go to the mall, oh my god, it's everywhere, right? As symbolism, they put it out there. And it's not the only symbol that's used. There's a whole bunch. 666 seems to be a favorite. And I'm not sure what their context is when they use it a lot of times. I mean, you see it on a baby's crib here. This sweet pea, a little sweet pea. But if you look up here at these flowers up here, they have 3 little loops in each flower. Okay, those are 6s. Low key. And then the little decorative swirlies there, you could find a 666 facing both directions. Getting that yin and yang in there again. And Sweet Pea, it's funny because the shape of his head too. Sweet Pea seems an awful lot like pineal gland symbolism to me. The sweet pea, or you know, like the nut, or the you know, the magic seed or whatever. And he wears blue, you know. He's like Popeye's inner child. And then, of course, Olive's the lady in red, you know. And, blue and red, Christ figure Popeye. Big bad satanic Bluto. Oh, then there's the beasts, the jeeps. Little orphan Annie. Why are you blonde today? Little Annie and her dog Sandy. Pupilless and always entertaining. If you're a dork like me. And there's Annie making the sign. She actually has 5 fingers, so. Go, Annie! Uh-oh, a Stone Cold okay. If Stone Cold says it's okay, then I'm alright with it. Donald, you too, buddy? See, he only has 4 fingers. So get the Vesica Pisces there with those overlapping bubbles. Oh, we got a double, triple hex. Huh? That is 3 blue hexagons, 666, and then the other 2 larger ones and the yellow one make another 666. And these are all solar colors, red, yellow, and blue together. What else is going on here? Paint, system, and chemistry. I don't know where I got that picture. Oh, Verizon. This commercial was a couple years old. I've had this picture for quite some time. And it's interesting they didn't use the pentagram colors. You would think, excuse me, what they did do is they filled that first little cup there with red balls, and that's that. The other 3, though, have a little ramp coming off of them that makes them all a 6 on this cell phone commercial. Technology and 666 go hand in hand, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Vav, Vav, Vav. Alright, this should have been in the first video. I know, this is basics for many, but I'm trying to show my dad and some other people too. And, you know, people just new to this. We got www as Vav, Vav, Vav. Usually it's VVV, but W is also the number 6 in Hebrew. And often it's used as 2 because it's a double V. So like the Volkswagen logo, VW, it's 3 V's is what it is. Okay. And they stylize these and make them look different and blah, 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 you know. See, there's Fox, okay? That's how we get this numerology for Fox. And of course, you can see the unfinished pyramid and all that business. Oh, Red Bull commercial. Of course, the crowd is holding up 3 6s. The CERN logo. See, here's some basic ones that kind of everyone knows that is already looking at these things. Walt's signature, which we know is not his signature, but they went ahead and took the liberty of throwing a 666 in his name. It says Walt Disney was a 33rd degree Freemason. We have absolutely zero proof of that. It looks like he was involved in Masonry at some point in his life, especially his youth. But we don't know that he was a 33rd. I mean, he's a good candidate for it and everything. Don't get me wrong, but... And yes, I know Club 33 or whatever and blah, 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 but... There's still no proof. So people should probably stop running around yelling that stuff. Truefers. Alright, Google Chrome. See, there's the pentagram colors. Red, blue, yellow, green, and white. And often with black, too, actually. Turn the Heineken logo upside down. What do you get? A 666 and an inverted pentagram. And, what else do we got up here? Anything? No hidden 33s or anything? You got a double cross in that leaf. A couple swords, maybe? I don't know. It's weird. Okay, and there's the valve again. See, it's V and W. And there's our Monster Energy drink, Dad, so you could refresh your memory there. And I think he watched that video of the crazy lady explaining it at the whatever convention she was at. You know, and that video was made just to make this stuff look stupid, because she was stupid. You know? There's a cross on this, and when you turn it upside down to drink it, it makes an upside down cross. It's like, dude, you didn't even have to go there. It's got so much going on. You didn't even have to make that up. Okay. I am interested in the O with the line through it. I wonder what's going on there. 2 V's, not 3 V's. Okay. A shoe sale. 6 pairs of 6 shoes for $6 or something like that. The Doorbuster shoe sale, by the way. Which we're talking about walking on the path, you know, where eventually we will find the door and bust that sucker down. Oh, the National Lottery. The lottery loves 666. And there you go. Somebody already did all the work for us and pointed it all out. Lucius Trust, right? Jockey Shorts. There's the lottery again with their 666. The 49s. Nah, it's nothing. There was some red and blue going on there too, huh? There's a Vodafone 666. This is another one highlighting technology and merging it with humanity. Alright, I showed you guys already. Oh, red, black, and white are the 3 main satanic colors. Yeah, they like red, black, and white, I guess. Red and white are also the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt, which is our higher and lower selves, symbolically. Sometimes I shop at the red and white market in Oceanside. Alright, I don't know what award show this was. I've had this picture forever. But you could see the stage there. Is a big 6 and a 6 and a 6. It's like the Grammys or something. I don't know. Pavilion Limousine. I don't know what that is. But you can see the logo. There's 3 Vodafone 6s again, which that thing's also a clan symbol, that little tear-shaped apostrophe thing. Okay, Clayton. This is where I was getting all my stimulus news when all that was going on. And one day he decided to remodel his attic and turn it into his studio. And this is how he set it up, with blue lights on one side and red on the other, which he did that subtly in his other little set sometimes too. And then, of course, you got 3 V's that back there. Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? What's cooking? What's up, Doc? Oh, this is the Meteors. They're a psychobilly band from England from the early 80s. And I never ever made any connections to symbol. I mean, I didn't find any symbolic connections at all until much later in life. But as a kid, I don't remember the Meteors having all this 666 stuff, and the E's in their logo are backwards to make 33, and interesting. Venom, let there be. Let there be venom? Is this a commercial for the shot? Okay, just like Cinnabon, guys. We got 3 V's here. In the V, in the N, and in the M. Venom. I showed you guys the World Economic Forum already. Oh yeah, the Manson girls, they love doing this hand sign. So what does that tell us? That these symbols are magical and they practiced witchcraft and that's how they know this stuff? Well, first of all, it doesn't mean they know anything. They've been shown to do that when there's a camera there, but who are these girls really? And Charlie, for that matter, because he is not who we've been told he is. That's for damn sure. That's a Cartoon Network on PCP right there. They can't help it but put their symbolism all over everything. So, I mean, if you know what you're looking at, they give themselves away, which I think is the point, kind of. Because they're figuring the majority of the people that do see the symbolism are people that are in on it, or part of their organizations or fraternities. But then you got misfits like me out there. And no, this story is absolute garlic baloney, all right? And same goes for all the other serial killers too. I'm not saying nothing ever happened, but you'll never be told the truth. Not by our media, anyway. And, yeah. Trauma-based mind control is what this is. And, no, I don't mean Charlie and these girls were MK robots or anything. I mean, they were put on TV in this horrible situation to traumatize America and the world. And they sure did. They sure did. Carving square and compass into people's stomachs and stuff. Like, you know, I see it, guys. The Ghostbusters cartoon. Now, the real Ghostbusters, by the way. Not the original, but the real, right? I'm a pipe smoker, and I can't help it. Just like I take pictures of all these symbols, I always take a picture of a pipe when I see it on TV or in a movie. But in this particular case, I got a double whammy bonus. I got a pipe picture. And look at the smoke. 666, the number of the beast. Hell and fire. I'm going on. Well, I mean, it's kind of a weak one, huh? Kind of a weak one. Get out of here. But there's a bunch in this same cartoon of Sylvester and Tweety. And for instance, we look on the rug. Hey, we've seen those a few times in these last few videos. The table legs, yeah. Yep, there you go. Put a towel over one so that way you get the full effect. Tweety and Sylvester in Tweet Dreams. Well, we got 3 E's in that phrase there. And they all have a little 6 on them. Look at the T has 2 also, and so does the D has 1. Do anything cool in there, Tweety? Nah. Just sweeping. Oh, yes, just to make sure we get that. Get lost! Felix the Cat, a magic bag. That's the first episode of Felix the Cat. And they have a very minimal art style in that show. A lot of early TV animation. You see those little lamps up there in the shapes of 3 6s. Oh, this guy's wasted coming home. Oh, is this the one? I think this is the gambling one. And it's covered in 666 because he's got demons. He's a gambler. And possibly a 33 too with his confetti, but definitely a 666. Oh, they comped his room for him. He was doing good, huh? Wow, how nice. There's that carpet again. The management. Oh, look at that. We even have a 33 in the management. See those E's? Excellent. A Walter Lantz cartoon. So look at Walter Lantz created Woody Woodpecker and Andy Panda and all that, right? Well, I don't know if that's his signature or not, just like Disney's, but it sure does also have 3 6s in it. If we look at the W, and then we look at the L, and then we look at the Z. 3 6s, okay? Yes, they've been doing this your whole life, and for a long, long time before that. Beetle. What's up, Beat? Now, when microcephalic guys start doing hand signs, that really gets me interested. Because what the heck? Has Beetle ever been to a lodge, I wonder? Or I mean, he doesn't have to know what that means to do it for the camera, obviously, but quite amusing. Alright, this cartoon we got up high here. 666 on the chair. I think I'm going to go for it, guys, and try to knock out these pictures in this one video. This video will get like 10 views because it's long and it's the 3rd one. People will be sick of looking at 666 by the time I'm done with them. Okay, so Max Fleischer cartoons. We got Musical Memories, and we got a 33 with the 2 E's, but they also have a little 6 built into them. And we got a 666 on top facing the other way. Not my favorite one. Not my favorite. Shrink. There we go. Whoever this douche is. Some celebrity. I think that's Nirvana. And yeah, look, he's covering the 1 and the 2 on purpose. Very, very clever, guys. On the road. Is this that Billy dude chick or whatever? I haven't seen her enough to say whether she's a Billy or a Billy. I had a grandma Billy, so you gotta watch out when these women have male names on TV. Just give an extra look before you commit to saying something embarrassing. But man, they celebrities, especially these young ones, love to put 666 on their face. Of course, the forehead in particular is a choice spot for it. What does it say? Team. Oh, Team Satan. Duh. Celebrities. They love them. They love that Satan. Oh, this is a Nickelodeon commercial thing, or it's a part of a show, a clip. And it's praising the gay pride parade, and it's a little cartoon animated song about the Pride Parade, which, if you ask me, has no business being on Nickelodeon. You know, it's just not on Nickelodeon, that's all. Is that so much to ask? You know, and if you, as you can see here, it's 6 families marching 6 by 6. And the little song goes, 6 families marching 6 by 6, right? And of course, there's pentagrams all over everything. I got no beef if anyone that wants to be gay or whatever they want to do, but that whole agenda stinks. It forced so many kids into just never mind. 3 X's, 666. This is the Tiger Mask movie. He's a Japanese wrestler. I'm sure you guys know. That's also 3 cubes, right? Right. There's 3 cubes again, that triple cube we talked about, I think, in the first video in this series. Okay, which 3 cubes are 666. There are also 3 V's, Templar looking V's too, the way they're shaded. And if you come down here with Gonzalez, we have a G and 2 Z's that are all made into 6s. And those Z's, oftentimes cursive Z's, are also shown as 33 often. Like in the word pizza when they're together, especially. Alright, Jim Cornette. He's an old wrestling personality. Not a wrestler, but a historian and ex-performer. And manager, promoter. He's either very well respected or very disliked by wrestling fans. Like any of you care to hear me talk about that. Anyways. Kind of have a little 33 going on here too, except there's 3 of them. 3 threes. But then, you know, we got 3 6s also. What time is it? 9:11? No. 12:30, I guess. Oh, here's the ice cream cake inside Albertsons, the grocery store. Of course, it's red and blue. Hey, you guys ripped off Jamba Juice's logo, huh? Oh, Manson girl. Wink. Stupid. Alright, the San Diego Water Authority. We got a 666 theme here. I guess I can't quite say it's a total 666, but I bet it's supposed to be, huh? And then I'm not sure what to make of Luca, which is one of the latest Disney movies. You know, but especially since I see so many water-themed 666s, I figure that thing down there might be a very stylized va va va. Luca, of course, is a reference to light. Like Lucifer. So yeah, I should probably watch that movie and see what's going on. Oh, Military Magoo. Alright, what do we got here? We definitely got 666. That's for darn sure. Oh yeah, we're not even gonna look at all that. That's the nearsighted Mr. Magoo in red and blue. Oh, do I have 2 of these? Yeah, okay. This is a clock. What cartoon do we got? Oh, Disney Studios Cartoons for Health, fighting colds and viruses. You know. It's relevant, right? Anyways, this clock is freaking out. And 2 of its hands turned into 6s. They're like balled up fists, but they're 6s. And then there's the 6, obviously, enlarged on the clock. And I got 2 pictures of it. It was moving real fast. Sometimes these are hard to catch. Sometimes. Alright, my second favorite band again, the Cramps. You can see the swirls in the sky, which there's more than 3 of them, obviously. But then we have these 2 Christmas tree pillars on the sides of this pyramid. And they kind of look like a forward and backwards 3, too, 33s. We're standing on these cubes with swirls, 6s all over them. A video on Beavis and Butthead. I'm not sure who the band was. I I do know who it is, and I just can't think of it. But anyways, there's your sky with 666s in it. Checkerboard also. Plastic Man, you solar guy in red and yellow. You got 3 X's on your chest, buddy. Holding your shirt closed. I always found that odd. Even though I like Plastic Man. Alright, the Red Hat Society. You guys ever see these ladies walking around? I've seen them a whole bunch of times. That made it hard for me to believe that they've only been around since like '98, because I've seen them so many times. They travel in herds, mobs, just in case someone tries to jump them. These old ladies will handle it. The most hilarious part to me, I mean, that purple feather there, you can see it's 3 stylized Hebrew vase. But the red hat and the purple feathers, red and purple in the book of Revelation in the Bible, are the colors of the whore of Babylon. And I do not know another version of that symbol. It's just whore of Babylon. And the red hat ladies are totally Masonic, so I feel like they should know that. Or did a man come up with this? Giggling away while he did it. Sorry. Slamming down my Red Bulls. Oh, this is Zachary. He's an old horror movie host from New York. See the roof back there? 6, 6. Looks like I couldn't get the third one up there. There's one on the other side too. Oh yeah, Taco Bell. Taco Bell, no, they know what time it is. And you can see that bell as a sun up there with the rays coming off of it. I used to think the sun was all over everything and all these logos because I lived in California. But then I discovered that all the businesses in Antarctica have the sun on them too. Alright. There's the third one up there. The orange, purple, and yellow 6s. And if you look at the bell, it's a 6-2. The bottom of the bell makes a 6. And you may have heard that they put that logo on 3 sides of the building. On every Taco Bell building ever built. It's not necessarily true. But most cases it is. I see 3 bells. One on 3 different sides of the building and then a blank one. But I have more Taco Bells, believe me. Okay, this is Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. You can see his chair has a nice rattan 666 behind him. Something Billy, Psychobilly, Rockabilly, something. But anyway, the L, L, and Y there all have a 6 in them. I don't know what that is. Dine in open. Come on in. It's about freaking time. See the little 6y swirl? And it's got the little smell lines coming off of the heat lines. Those are also Hebrew Va. Okay, like Peppa Pig, if they have a cup of tea, those little 3 things come out of it to make the smoke. There's another one. And there's the other one. 666. Oh, we're not done with Taco Bell. We are not done with Taco Bell. Alright, they got these 3 big art pieces, I guess you call them, in the middle of the store at Taco Bell. And you can see each of these 3 vegetables has a 6 in it. These swirls, this onion, this tomato, and this pepper. Okay. And there's 3 bells, right? And you see the 6 inside the bell? Right. And I guess I took more than one picture of them for some reason. Bombay Fire. I found this on the ground outside. It looks to be a cannabis product. Bombay Fire. And they've got a fire version of 666, which I mentioned way back in the first video, and I don't think I really showed many. But I do see a lot of fire-themed 666s. But not as many as water. Fiend. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't crop that one either, huh? Alright, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Guar. I saw them a couple times in my youth. They were very entertaining. Not my favorite band or anything, just a fun show. And they're on the Scumdogs live tour here. And you can see it's Scumbags XXX live, okay? And that is because 3 X's is 666. And it's also poison, right? Just like the pornography or whatever people get addicted to. I should have cropped. I'm getting towards the end, guys, because these are not cropped pictures. I apologize for that, but we'll get through it. See, there's the XXX again. That's the Peppermint Lounge on Sunset Boulevard. But even better than those XXXs up there is Poison Ivy, the lady in red. She's got one eye flexing. And she's standing between the pillars and blocking the door, right? It's not the first time we've encountered this today. Smell the Female. What a good title, huh? Did my mom's text show up, guys? She just texted me. Okay, this is a play mat to color in at lunchtime or whatever for my baby. And they also kind of stole Jamba Juice's logo, didn't they? And it's yin and yang because it goes in and out of that exclamation point. So it's black and white. It's complicated. What were we watching here? Crossbreed dogs that you'll fall in love with. Okay. Oh, he's got a Jamba Juice logo coming out of his head. Oh, this is one of those play places. My baby was watching a video. These girls run through the obstacle course. And of course, they come to these pillars that are covered with these symbols. And yeah, those are 3 triangles. What they really actually are meant to be seen as is 3 V's, 666, and then flying through that doorway. That could not have been it. Was it really? Let's see. We did it, guys. We did it. Oh. Just thought it was going to be 666 pictures in this folder. It doesn't say how many, but there's a couple hundred pics here. So there you have it, guys. I mean, how many more examples do you need? I mean, I got them if you want to see them. But I think after this, I'm ready for a little break from 666, and we'll do another symbol next time. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves, had a good time. I found this relaxing. Dad, I hope you enjoyed this and learned something and found it fascinating like I do. And that goes for anybody that I send this video to try to educate. And also, of course, anyone that's just nice enough to hang out with me on YouTube. And especially if you're new to this, you gotta really kind of give it a minute before you start to accept these things. So anyways, guys, that's a 3-parter in the can. I'll try to get them all up today. I love everyone very, very much. And what does this mean for the world? Are we in the end times? Or it looks like it. It looks like that might be a distinct possibility. But it's okay, right? Everybody have a fantastic end of the week. And I look forward to your comments. Take it easy, everybody.